Once again, Suzanne Freed.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Just pull it. Like that?
I'm really short.
You got this, Suzanne.
Long ago in the dark ages of 1972, my younger brother returned from a solo trip to Europe where he'd been backpacking. He arrived with a golden tan from his time on the beaches of Greece, and much to my dismay and shock, an earring in his right ear. "Richie, why are you wearing an earring? It's not safe to do that. People are going to talk. And men don't wear earrings, at least not in public." "Who are you to talk to me about that?" he said. "Who are you to judge me?" So we glared at each other for a minute, smiled, hugged, and went to get his luggage. Richie's coming out as gay rocked my world. I was married and drinking myself into oblivion. One weekend in a drunken stupor, I told my husband about a fling I had had with another girl when I was 18. We just said, it's okay. It was just a phase. But here I was at 24, wondering, when was it ever going to end? A few weeks after Richie got home, he and I were hanging out talking. "Hey, Sue, me and Michelle, we're going to this new women's bar up on First Avenue near the United Nations. It's called The Lib, and we want you to come." "My straight friend Michelle is going with you to a women's bar? When did you two cook this up?" "Oh, come on, you know you're going to love it. You love to dance. You'll get to see a women's bar. Michelle and I will protect you. The women won't bite. Or maybe they will." Funny, Richie. He nagged me for weeks until I finally agreed. We were going to meet on a Friday night outside the bar. Before I left the house, I took my wedding ring off and got in my car and drove to Manhattan. When I got there, I reminded Richie and Michelle that they were going to stick by me and not leave my side, and they smiled and nodded. A minute after we got our drinks, they went onto the dance floor to the tune of Al Green's "Let's Stay Together." Well, I stood in the corner fuming over my drink, and then a woman came and asked me to dance. As we were boogieing, she leaned in and whispered, "You know my friend over there, she thinks you're really cute, but she can't dance." And then she grabbed my hand and she twirled me around. And she said, "There she is." And there she was, a woman with like long brown hair and red lipstick. She waved at me and then she winked. "Ah, I'm married," I said, and I ran off the dance floor. I spent the rest of the night dancing only with Richie and Michelle, and then I went home. When I got into bed, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about that woman with the long brown curly hair, her big blue eyes, the red lipstick, the wink. And here I was with Bob, a man I had loved since I was 20. He was kind and sweet, but that thrill I had felt in the bar. The next morning, Richie called. "Hey, Sue, how you feeling? I just want to check in. You had a good time last night, didn't you?" "Well, yeah, Richie, you know I love to dance." Yeah, but what about the girls, the women?" "Richie, I just love to dance." "You know, Sue, why don't you take the phone number that I gave you for that therapist and make an appointment? Because maybe it's time you started talking about your love of dancing." An agonizing year later, I left Bob and moved into New York. I got a studio apartment about 5 blocks from my brother. Gratitude is often not seen in the moment, but when I look back, I'm eternally grateful that my brother saw past my anger at his coming out as gay, choosing instead to acknowledge the pain and the denial I was living in, inviting me to open my closet door and peek out into a world where the possibility of becoming more of who I was available. And you know, he really hated having a depressed sister. Thank you.